This is Biology Bro News with Tanner Wirtz and Colin Shepard.
What's up? This is Biology Bro News at 10. I'm Tanner Wirtz.
What's up? I'm Colin Shepard, and this is our top story.
Alright, HeLa cells, which were extracted from Henrietta Lacks, have been seen to be immortalized and has helped researchers advance cures and vaccines for other diseases. Yet, what the issue is, her family has not received any benefits or anything from the research and funds.
So, after reading about this whole story, we decided to take it to the streets and pretty much interview a great-grandchild, which we found through our secret sources, and a random pedestrian on the streets. So here it is. Hi, right here we have Josiah Leslie, the great-grandchild of Henrietta Lacks, and we're actually here to interview him. A couple questions about his opinions on the whole situation with HeLa cells. So let's go.
How you doing, Josiah?
I know pretty good. Pretty good.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to first ask you about how do you and your family feel about not immediately finding about the research?
Well, at first, from what I understand from my mom and from my dad, being the grandchild of Mrs. Les, I feel that, at first my family was really upset, pretty enraged, because from what I remember, there was something there was some sort of celebration or a party, and it just accidentally came out, and they were pretty, from what I understand, and when my mom said that her mom, my grandma, got him back, they were very upset, and they were yelling and screaming and saying, why aren't we getting this kind of praise? Why aren't we? Stuff like that. And it was just a very, very emotional time for them, specifically because my grandma contributed something to a great deal of society, and that was she actually had something that was immortal. It wasn't something that hey, this is something that can be cured, or this is something that, this is something that is actually a actual continuous living thing. It will never die. No matter what you do, it's not going to die. So to that effect, they were pretty upset, especially the timeline that they had. She died 2 months afterwards, and it was just a very emotional, traumatizing thing for them. They were just very emotionally distraught from that.
Our next question is, how do you and your family feel about not receiving any profit from the research and funds?
To me, from what I understand, again, is that it wasn't about the money so much. It was more about the fact that my grandma should have been recognized in a high form and fashion, in a prestigious fashion, rather than just being some regular old person, like the Moore model, or not the Moore model, the Bohr model, or something like that. She didn't even get any praise at all. It's just by luck of chance that she was even recognized. And I think this video is going to help bring that out, because so many people have so many different opinions, and the fact of the matter is that it wasn't the money that we were so much upset about. Granted, that would have been an added bonus, but it was just the fact that her name should have been recognized, and it wasn't recognized at all. And like I said, from what I understand, and my personal own opinion, it should have been more about her name rather than the money. I think I speak of my whole family when I say that.
Alright, thank you very much.
No problem.
Excuse me, sir. How do you feel that HeLa cells will be able to benefit medical research?
Well, they have the potential to create vaccines that cure mortal diseases.
Oh, excuse me. Do you believe that the descendants of Henrietta Lacks should receive benefits from their research?
Yes, I do, because since Henrietta's tissue samples led to medical breakthroughs, her family should be able to inherit the benefits since she has passed away due to cancer.
Excuse me, sir. Do you believe that Henrietta Lacks should be honored in some kind of way?
Yes, I do. With her cells, cures, and vaccines, it made it able to discover the diseases. With her cells, it made it curable to prevent diseases.
From all of us at Biology Bro News, I'm Tanner Wertz.
I'm Colin Shepard.
Deuces.